Good evening, everyone. My name is Hymie Gindi, and I am speaking tonight on behalf of my sisters and I. Most children here in New York call their grandmother grandma, granny, mama, ma, or any other generic English name. We, on the other hand, had the privilege of calling our grandma abuela. Yes, in Argentina, abuela is the grandma, granny, mama, or ma, but here in New York, it's pretty unique. We always felt extra cool that we got to call our grandmother by the special name. This sudden loss is such a shock to us. We feel missing piece inside each and every one of us, like a void. It's just so devastating that a woman so full of life and happiness isn't able to do what her favorite thing was to do anymore, which is to live life. She loved life, the ups and the downs, the bumps in the roads, and the smooth pathways. She enjoyed it to the fullest. She was just so young and energetic. She always took advantage of what life had to offer. She loved to travel. Abuela had such an appreciation for Hashem's creations. She just wanted to go everywhere and see everything. Abuela was the best grandmother that anyone could ever ask for. Yes, she lives thousands of miles away, but that only made our relationships with her even stronger and more special. At least once a year, Abuela made it her responsibility to come visit her grandkids living in New York. She used to come to Brooklyn for about 2 weeks. We cherished and enjoyed every second with her. The minute that she stepped off the plane, she took the overstuffed bag of candy out of her suitcase and let us choose whatever we wanted. She was always so generous. She would constantly give us more. She wanted to give us the world. She used to take us out for dinner to Cafe Venezia or Pescado and would make sure that we got French fries and dessert. Every child's dream come true. She constantly made sure that we were happy and excited. Abuela was a true perfectionist. She wouldn't step out of the house until she looked perfect. We tried FaceTiming her a couple of weeks ago, and she only answered once she looked perfect. Why? Because she always needed to look her best for herself and for everyone else to see her. In our eyes, she always did look the best. Most Pesachs, we had the privilege of meeting her and Abuelo in Miami. Don't even get me started on the supermarket shopping sprees that she went on. She made sure to get any and everything there in order to make us kids happy. Her ultimate favorite spot was the Waterways in Aventura. I think we spent more time there than at the hotel. We used to go to Sarah's tent and buy 2 tins of chicken fingers and a can of Israeli pickles. We would take the food to the tables and just sit, talk, eat, and enjoy for hours. It was basically a tradition that we created with her. Pesach lunches weren't Pesach lunches without beet salad and her famous tomato onion salad on the table. She always insisted on helping Mommy with the meals. She was constantly there with a helping hand. Even when we didn't need help, she insisted on doing something to assist. She loved technology. The second that the new iPhone was announced, she made sure to pre-order it. Our grandmother said that if you really love something, it's not hard to learn. When she said this, she was referring to technology. She encouraged everyone to reach for the stars. She always emphasized the importance that if you ever want to do anything, just put your mind to it because it will happen. She would also say that if you want to do something exciting like travel, just say, I'm going to go to so-and-so, because the angels always answer amen for these good things. She had so much emunah. Her number one phrase was Baruch Hashem. You would ask her any question and her response would always be Baruch Hashem. She had so much emunah as well as love for Hashem. We heard a story that when Abuela was younger, she would spend hours praying Shacharit because she wanted to make sure that she prayed properly. Over time, she mastered the language and was able to pray at a quicker pace. This taught us the importance of giving your all for Hashem, and that Hashem is the most important and has it all under control. Even when something wasn't going her way, she would still say Baruch Hashem because she knew that it would ultimately be for the best. Abuela raised her family with such a strong sense of unity, which is something that we all wish to replicate into our future lives. We are the luckiest grandchildren in the world to have had her as our grandmother. She was the best role model out there. Abuela was full of life and full of happiness. She always put others' needs before hers. She had such a powerful love for the beautiful family that she created. She instilled such amazing and beautiful values in each and every one of her descendants. She emphasized the importance of tzedakah. Abuelo and her donated a Sefer Torah, an enormous mitzvah. She used to open her house up and welcome guests in, just like Abraham and Sarah. What an amazing zechut. Baruch Hashem, Abuela was always on the giving end, helping everyone around her, even total strangers. She was a true inspiration to us all. She left an amazing legacy, and her memory will live on. We will forever love and miss her, and keep the amazing things she taught and inspired us to do. May we only meet in happy occasions, Be'ezrat Hashem. Teheh nishmata serura b'sror hayim.